thing that we actually had to cut
Shots
out.
fired.
Matthew,
Oh, sorry. We're in game, Henry.
Is this pistol?
It is pistol round.
Right, guys.
I think we've already
leave the
started.
couch. We're going to get into this.
Well, apparently we do. I'm surprised and appalled that we are into this so quickly, Henry, but it seems as though aTTaX, thank you, gentlemen, by the way, are starting out on the CT side, and already it's going to be a 3 versus 2 with Sticko on very low HP. 12, in fact, and this is Keeve. Great shot. He's been another player that we've talked about individually that can contribute on massive spades in terms of fragging power and contribution of impact. It's going to be him now in a one-on-one going forward against Angel, who he finds in KFC, your favorite place in Bucharest, and he's going to go ahead and get the defuse as well.
Kind of missed what happened, I won't lie. But it looks like aTTaX, the underdogs here, are going to be taking the pistol round. It looks like a very fast B approach coming in from HellRaisers. Got the bomb down at least, so they do have something to work with going forward. A lot of teams this event have been force buying the second round after. Yeah, these guys are doing it as well. This is a very unorthodox approach to it. Obviously, most teams will go for the AK-47s and take that advantage against the rifles. You can see aTTaX preparing themselves. They're going to have one SMG. That's going to be the P90 in the hands of Stefan, but the rest of the guys with 3 Famases and an M4A4 on Kev. He's the MVP of the team, the star player. HellRaisers coming in with a full force buy.
Still allergic to your bullshit.
You used that one already.
That's why I said still, Henry.
Not your best.
I thought I would have got an antidote by now.
Full smoke attack coming in from HellRaisers. This could work out for them. They can get this first exit going. What's going on here? You okay?
Might need a napkin.
All right, you made a mess of yourself.
I'm sorry, everyone.
Okay, so the force buy really did not work out for HellRaisers whatsoever. They went for the full wall of smokes. And my headset's really quiet, by the way. Can you hear
you
anything?
need to pull your mic closer to your mouth, I believe.
No, that's better.
See? Look at how that works. Pretty fancy.
Pretty good, but not a single kill for HellRaisers on their force buy, and they'll be going into the third round. Not really much to speak about apart from some P250s here. Didn't get a bomb plant in that second round. We are going to slowly get into this cast. Matt's just kind of sorting himself out. This is a sneeze, his entire body mass over his clothes. But he's okay, he's recovering.
Wiping myself up. It's like Chewbacca drool all over me. All right, well, let's get serious. Alternate attacks with the 1 P90 remaining after the last round is going to go ahead and use the 4 rifle setup. 3 of them FAMASes, so when we do hit the first gun round, it'll be interesting to see if they keep all 5 alive, what the decision is to counter the fact that HellRaisers have managed to get a bomb plant down and not over-invested too heavily, so they can still get a decent amount of guns out in the next round. So it's an interesting favoritism that we'll have to keep an eye on. Crisby's going to start things off. And keep in mind, Crisby, by the way, is one of the players on Penta, the latter Penta roster that I actually thought CT side was actually quite good. So he's also another player we'll have to keep an eye on. He does pick up 2 kills in this round. The second one is going to get back into him. It's Sticko with the trade, but that's found out immediately by KZY and starts to slow things down again on the approach. They did pick up the 1 rifle, but the nade will take care of Sticko nonetheless. KZY is going to close out the round as well. 3-0.
Yeah, great start from aTTaX here. The second round force by not equating to anything for HellRaisers here. But we go into round number 4. They do have the AK-47s out. They could have got the AWP had they decided to. Oscar definitely had enough for a glass cannon. He's going to be going for full AKs. Smokes, make that 4 of them. Angel's the only player without any real utility to speak of, just an AK and armor for him. Let's see what he decides to go this round. Looking like they're going towards some sort of mid-control here. And that's the first aggressive peek coming in from Keva. He smokes towards middle and takes down Oscar, his rival in terms of the AWP, but it's going to be the 5 and 4 going in favor of aTTaX here. You see this one-way smoke coming in for both teams. It's going to be an interesting pick who gets it. I don't think they saw him cross. They actually did. Sticko's the one that goes down. And we are in a 5-on-3. aTTaX continuing the pressure here. Those early aggressive picks coming in from Keeve and keeping the dream alive. They can keep the P90 and the Famases here. This would be a fantastic round for them to win going forward. Lunch has arrived.
Quick little pop flash down. That's impressive. How come you get service like that?
You do as well.
Oh, wow. Hi. Look at that. Beautiful. That's chilly, but it's getting hot in here, Henry.
Getting very hot.
Because right now, Stefan's going to try and hold on from the drop position with this P90. So I don't mind the positioning of that gun here, because if he gets overwhelmed, he can just spray all day and hope for the best. Meanwhile, Tizian going to hold on from the statue. They've lost a good amount of members already, though. on the HellRaisers side, despite Kutcher's good entry, or at least attempted entry, because now Stefan's going to try and shut down Zero, and just like that, Kutcher and Angel going to drop immediately after. A little bit slow and hesitant, it has to be said, from HellRaisers.
I really would have preferred that third round force fight with the AKs and have a serious chance taking them down. You can see how they're struggling now, HellRaisers, as a result. Definitely a T-sided map these days. aTTaX having a fantastic start here. 4-0, looking like a 5-0 as well. It's going to be a quasi-buy coming in from HellRaisers. That just means a partial buy, basically. Have some Tech 9s, a little bit of utility, and sometimes some armor as well. You can see Sticko and Kutcher on the head armor vibe. Not really much to work with, though. You'd assume this to be a full-on B-Tech. Yeah, 5 players committed towards drop down now. And what a passive approach from aTTaX here. You can see Stefan just below that window. Going to take down one. Kizzy jumping in as well. It's actually a really fitting round for them. They're running away with this one. No damage inflicted on many of these rounds. They're going to have a really decent bankroll going forward. You can see Tizian on $11,000. Stefan on 12K.
Stefan just killing it right here. Swapped over to that FAMAS after the last
It's really
round,
well read. Like, that can be a serious problem. Drop down area with the Tech 9s. Obviously, they've got the running and jumping potential of spamming the Tech 9s and working together. He's played that really passive position and just absolutely cleared up there. Looking like they're changing their mentality once again. They're not going to be going for that aggressive phase towards middle. They're actually taking the AWP towards long A this time. Bomb down towards B for HellRaisers. They are in a much more passive setup here, waiting for any CD aggression to come in. Kiev now just waiting to see. He's got that crossfire setup we see so many times towards long A map. He's trying to bait in the shot and start a little cat and mouse chase. And Crispy could be waiting for the refrags. Round number 6 here. HellRaisers definitely started to get something showing on the board. Oscar has got the AWP this time, so going to be trying more tactical base game here, trying to get the first picks. And here comes the first confrontation towards long A.
Good position from Kiev. That'll take the first shot into Kutcher. Remember, he's just the bait right now because they've got that second player, but he needs to be aware of danger. Missing the shot on Angel, and Oscar finding Crispy. That opens the A side up, in its entirety. In this case, KZY going to get a little bit closer on this A approach. They've called for an early rotation, but the problem is, even when you run a fake on this map, unless it's a fake with one player, if the whole core has to rotate, it's so much quicker for the CTs to get back over to the B side. Surprisingly, they've managed to keep 2 players on that A site, and Sticko's going to find the entry. Stefan gets Angel, but B's open. There's going to be a plant coming in for the first time since the pistol round on HellRaisers' behalf.
Yeah, there's not really much the CT can do in this position. The bomb will be planted in a very conservative manner. The CTs don't really have any control. They have got tons of cash. Going for it would be worthwhile. You can see them picking up AK-47s here, just kind of working out whether this actually be viable for them to actually take the retake here. Going through connector. If they can find a man here, that'd be great. Obviously, no one's going to be there, but they are going to be seeing what they can do. They know if they get a few kills here, it's going to dent the terrorist economy. Oscar's going to be taking down KZY, and will be getting the second kill on the Stefan as well. So nice play from them. HellRaisers slowing their game right down and getting the picks. Oscar picking up 3 that round, so obviously showing that the AWP is going to be influential for him this game.
I think it was Angel that actually stuck around in that A site, and he was able to contain both CT players, strictly because one was already pushed out toward long. He couldn't cross him, so the second one had to stay in support. That allowed that fake to actually work, but it is extremely hard to fake on this map and make it successful. Without utilizing drop, at least, to cut off rotations.
Round number 7 coming in. See Kiev coming in with a real aggressive. This is such an unfavorable angle for CTs normally, but the fact he's got to this right-hand side, at least he's eradicated some of the angles the terrorists can take, but there it is, he does get flashed off.
Poor jump.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit hairy for him, but he's going to smoke it off and get back now. And decide he can do all sorts of things now. He can get back towards B and kind of switch his setup a little bit. Nice little smaller smoke coming in towards the upper platform here for Sticko. He's just trying to work a pick here. See if he can find anyone as the smoke dissipates. Nothing as of yet.
He does have a slight vision through it, as we can see right now. He spots the alleyway and realizes that Tizian's not peeking, so he'll use the archway to his advantage. Not often we see the CT, or rather the T's burrow into this position. Yeah, it might work out, but remember, we still have KZY. You can just see his feet off on the left, so.
Basically, he's just seeing if they decide to change their mentality. If he can hold there long enough, he could go and detect it. They try a boost on the upper platform. That jump, I don't think KZY
this is going to give it away.
Spotted him.
Spotted, absolutely spotted. They just saw it. The second player in the back, Tizian, spotted him just as he rotated over. He would have had a free kill otherwise. So really good information relayed. Now his team's going to come join him. He'll go for the reload, and the rest will go in. Tizian's been knocked down to 15 HP. KZY in the smoke going to get aggressive and actually try and use it to his advantage. Just keep him alive for a peculiar amount of time. Not only that, when the bomb goes to the plant, he should pop out. In fact, he might get better than that. 1-2 lines up. Crispy's got the second of the 2 in the alleyway, but KZY, that was brilliantly done to use that smoke. They just have to contend with the fact that Angel's coming over from the connector. He's spotted already. That'll hold him off long enough to get the defuse regardless of the kill.
First 3 kills coming in for HellRaisers, but KZY in that smoke. What a fantastic play from him. Balls of steel, pushing through, and he just can't believe his luck in this situation. 3 players lined up for him, and we can see the bomb planter coming in from Kutcher as well. They've got information where the last player is. Go for the full defuse. Round over that stage. And that's a hard reset for HellRaisers. You can see Hasn't affected them too badly. They had a pretty clean round before, but 6-1. Sawn-off shotgun coming in for Sticko. One of the few maps is actually viable on Kiev now. Going towards that aggression towards middle once again. There is going to be Oscar at the top of middle, but playing much more defensively towards the top of middle with the rock. It's a big round for aTTaX. Continue to have a very successful CT campaign here. Having a look at the mini-map right now, you can see we've got Angel once again getting out towards that upper platform. I assume he's trying to hunt for information here. Sticko has made it down to drop down as well. With the sawn-off. So it's the only map we'll ever see this weapon on, really.
So Kazuya showing off some craziness inside of the site.
Keep making that mid-pick work for him. He does manage to take down Oscar.
You will right here. That was interesting. He actually spotted the first player's shoulder and still reacted in time to get the damage done onto Angel. So they're both down, both Kutcher and Angel down to mere fractions of their health. Great shot on Kutcher on the repeat. He's trying to find that angle, but it doesn't matter. Stefan's going to be there. Sticko, mind you, coming through. That's well timed. Thanks for the M4. In fact, I'll take the AWP now as well. He's got 2 kills out of the 4 he was faced with originally in this 1vx situation, and he's going to try and find one more in this connector. He knows he's here somewhere. Unfortunately, gets peeked by Kazuya in the meantime.
Kiev with really nice AWP work towards middle there. Gets the opening kill onto Oscar, and we've got the replay on your screen right now. His second kill, pretty impressive. Actually manages to get a third as well. Not sure how he got away with this one. That's a sick shot. The fact he's got multiple targets on his screen and he hits that shot on the Kutcher. Secures the round. Sticko did what he could, got a couple of kills, but it wasn't enough. Terrorist now on a hard eco. They have actually decided to go for 1 AK-47. How much of an investment is that being for Angel? He's actually kept his money reasonably proficient. Got $1,700, but he's gone down straight away. That's the AK dropped, but Kutcher has salvaged the weapon. He's looking to see if he can make another pick happen here. The terrorists sticking together towards middle, but the problem is there's so many CT players aware of what's going on that it's getting mowed down right now. Sticko does manage to take down Tizian though. Could they make something of this? Unfortunately not. Just going to be 0 now as the last player remaining in the 4-on-1. He's towards long A. Bomb drop towards middle. I do not feel like he's gone for this wild as Crispy is the final one to get the kill there, and it's actually going to be 8-1 on the CT side of Cobble.
Yeah,
I don't think I've seen a scoreline like that in quite a long time.
I'm not seeing a whole lot of correct smoke executions, even on the B side when they're trying to go in. They're trying to rely on finding that first pick, and unfortunately, that's not working for them.
Well, this is another round where they don't have the AWP. Oscar back on the AK-47. The first round they won was when he got 3 kills with 3 picks with the AWP. So,
this is also true.
So let's see what they can decide to do. Like you said, I think they'll probably go for a full wall of smoke execute here, just to kind of to give themselves a post-plant situation.
This looks like they just want to flood over the drop instead. It's a waterfall. Okay. It's raining men, Henry. Kutcher's, though, going to get 1 kill out of it, and that is all because Tizian and Kazuya managed to get not only the utilities in to burn Sticko alive, but the M4 shots that are successful. It's responded by Angel and Oscar, down to a 2 versus 3, but the 3 are low on HP. In fact, they'll get 1 kill in return, but Kutcher's only got 4 to live with. As Kiev is in a peculiar position, he can actually try and overwhelm and surprise here right now with the AWP.
This could be interesting.
That's a bit of miscommunication. They're going to let the high HP player plant the bomb, and he's going to get taken down easily. That now means it's a 4 HP Kutcher that has to hold off against Kiev. If he misses the op shot, though, it might be possible from the AWP. Instead, though, he's going to switch it back, and the no-scope from Kiev. That's pretty impressive.
That was impressive. Kiev. I had a lot of hype about this man. I have to say, I've never seen him deliver when I've been casting him, but he's had a fantastic game so far. I assume he knew the player was low HP, but the fact he went for the no-scope there, that is a ballsy move, and he pulls it off. 2 versus 1. That's going to be insult to injury for HellRaisers going forward. 9-1 now. They've gone for another Tech 9 buy here, and you can see Kutch is actually fully invested with the AK-47. He's going in. Another B-rush. They were able to get those initial picks now, but Stefan ready for them this time. Angel doesn't chime in, but hits the bomb down. It looks like a complete mess and a disaster for HellRaisers here. Very simple round. Another rush. It seems like they're kind of running out of ideas here, man.
They seem like they're very lost on Cobblestone right now, which is...
Now they've got back to this, that we've got one player who won't be able to fully invest in this. He should be on a...
Oscar's got the AWP, but...
It's a distinct lack of equipment there. They have got the smoke grenades. And Oscar, like you said, on the AWP. Let's see if he can find something here. It's currently 10-1. This game is getting to the point of no return. Kiev, though, keeping up his aggression towards middle. He does get legged this time, but keeps his life. And he can fall back to a more passive position going forward. Terror so far not really showing any massive aggression here. You can see Acer White pushing up towards the upper platform. Just moving them off now. This is going to be more of the picking mentality. They're going to see if Oscar can get some positional control of the map. Potentially open it up for them.
Alternate. Kiev looking for exactly that, an alternate angle to WP, but Crisby again, we haven't seen much. Maybe he doesn't need to anchor this position all too commonly. Out toward long A. You don't like your headset, Henry? Don't worry, you can ask me when you get done.
The wire was crossing your body. I don't like being near your body in any way. So
Your wire normally crosses my body, Henry.
well, now it's much further away.
Yes. Well, it's comfortable, I have to say. Sticko already made it out of drop. Now that is a big point in this round because he's already in a position to cut off the rotations. Not only that, he's going to get to balcony before they detect him. So easily done. He'll take down Kiev. That was supposed to be their anchor in the site. That causes Crisby to turn around prematurely. And Zero can walk out and take him. Fortunately, Stefan has managed to get 2 very important kills, dropping the bomb in the cross process, allowing Tizian and Kazuya to get much closer, but Sticko is still going to hold on and anchor that position inside of balcony, which means Kazuya, he won't be easily dealt with, but he can't get in a position to deny the bomb plant. So 2 versus 1 in the situation with 40 seconds to play for Kazuya. Has a kit, has a Molotov, and he's got the first kill so far, but still needs to find Oscar on top of the platform. And Oscar's actually being quite clever. Standing just up on the edge of the wall would have left him out of the flames, but that flash on top of it,
sick.
We talk about that all the time, that flash Molotov combo. It actually catches it in full effect that time.
Did you see his mechanics there? They're actually perfect. He knew exactly what he was doing. Throw the Molotov on the site, put the flashbang in the air as he's readjusting position for the Molotov. And Kazuya absolutely wrecking HellRaisers there. Another 2-on-1 going in favor of aTTaX. 11-1 now. aTTaX just look like they're a little bit lost. The fact that they actually got the first opening picks there, get the 2-on-1 situation, you think, okay, all bets are off. They're going to finally get around on the board here, but aTTaX keep applying the pressure. Another 2-on-1 going in their favor. Money loss bonus at full effect here for HellRaisers. So with the bomb going down, they definitely can keep buying. Oscar on full glass cannon though, just have the AWP. No nades or armor, so he's going to be in a very weak position. Maybe he does get the grenaded, but once again, trying to work those picks, slowing things down. He's towards the top of middle, seeing if anyone will give him an inch.
I'll give you 2.
Mate, if that.
Might be skinny, but it's real short, Henry. Good position from Crisby this time. Again, pushing out toward long. He's going to dwell himself inside of danger. They know he's here, so a double pop flash will get him into a better position, and fortunately, he'll be able to escape. He's also got Kiev anchoring down long. But Crisby's going to be greeted by Kucher because Kiev couldn't find the angle with the AWP. Still going to try and find that shot regardless. It's 4 versus 4.
Tease, though, doesn't really have much to work with in terms of utility. They have 1 smoke. Actually make it 2. Kiev getting down Oscar there. Sticker does reply quickly. 3-on-3. Still plenty of time to work with. 45 seconds remain. They're looking like they're getting control of drop down right now. It's going to come down to Tizian. Can he make something happen? They're going to be smoking them out for now. They probably will be pushing through this. Don't really have time to mess around. It's going to be Tizian, though. Another double frag. And once again, Kazuya steps up. Headshot on the Sticko. And they win another clutch situation. Time is ticking away. Execution coming in from HellRaisers. And aTTaX step up. You can see they're enjoying it on your screen right now. HellRaisers, on the other hand, in despair. What is going on right now? 1 round after 13. Definitely in a horrible position. Obviously, no real choice here, but to keep force buying. Can't allow this to get any deeper. Scout now and out on Oscar. Galils and AKs. No real grenades. Man, this is getting desperate for HellRaisers.
I'm shocked at how little space they're creating for themselves. I mean, they're running into an alternate attack team that looks far better than I expected. These guys are hitting shots.
We've never seen them like this.
Never, ever. And these guys didn't even qualify for the minor, which HellRaisers won. So coming into this, you would think the odds are skewed, but I have to say these guys are playing very well. Again, a good flash in. Kazuya didn't quite blind them all that time, so Kucher gets a kill back. Now they need to stabilize this HellRaisers. They need to start taking advantage of any opportunity they get. The problem is here, again, there's no utility, so they have to win aim duels, and we know how that's been going throughout the entirety of this game.
Let's see how this goes down now. It's another 4-on-4, but the problem is HellRaisers with nothing. They've got 1 flashbang. They need to work a pick here. They need to be sticking together, making frags happen, exchanging efficiently. You can see them just kind of hoping a boost comes in here. This could work out for them. Staying together towards drop down. First kill comes in. It's an equal exchange, 2 for 2. And now Switch and Zero remain. And one player's gone down to very low HP, but finally they have the advantage.
But they're both on 15 and 22. Won't matter against an AWP nonetheless, but now that the 5-7's out, that's the difference. Kiev holds on and he wins it. Tizian did just enough damage to allow that to happen.
I can see the rage building slowly for HellRaisers. A lot of anger coming through the booth. This is the good thing about having such a good vision of the team. You can see exactly what's going on. And there's another clutch, another 2-on-1 going against them. Such low HP. Just having to try and work together there, but what can you do? Kiev coming out on top. He's having a monster of a game. Let's check him with the scoreboard right now. He's actually sat on 15 frags. Kazuya leading the charge on 17. No one really fracking at all for HellRaisers. It's been a very difficult affair for them. Stefan opens it up once again. It looks like it's going to be a 14-1, Matthew, as he takes down a double. Sicko and Zero. Just not really sure what the hell's going on right now. And to be honest, I'm not sure I do, because Keeve gets his first frag of the round as well, and it's going to leave Kutcher and Oscar now in a pretty much unwinnable situation with one smoke between him and a scout and an AK-47. I have no idea what's going on. I've never seen HellRaisers like this. aTTaX, like he said, they didn't even qualify for the minor. This should be a game we can predict to be a straight 2-0, right?
So the one thing we talked about was individual skill and lack of team coordination. Well, they're showing the individual skill that is outweighing a team that's also struggling with tactics. So that favors them heavily right now in this situation. Now, the one thing is, I will say, is that if we move forward onto the other maps and we start to see them struggle with tactics, if HellRaisers do start to show up, I don't think this is a foregone. This map's obviously done, but the next one might be, you know, a little bit more contested. Obviously, alternate just taking the fight.
I hope it's a little
completely.
bit.
Look at this, though. Okay, that's great. Just walk into the crosshair. So bomb goes down 14-1. That's the most one-sided half we've seen all weekend.
Yeah, and then some. That's absolutely nuts. So 14-1 on the CT side, arguably the harder side of Cobble by some distance. And you see HellRaisers, they're still high-fiving each other. Their heads are still in it. They're not out of this just yet, man. They're still believing to some extent. I'm not sure I'd be believing. I'd be giving the high fives, but in my head I'd be thinking, what the hell is going on right now?
Shout out to Sean Gares and Jenna Bellafon, by the way.
Engaged, of course.
Engaged.
My boy Sean.
Well done, Shani. Good luck to Jenna. No, just kidding. I think they're a great couple.
I wish I could marry Sean.
Oh, well, that hurts, Henry.
Well, yeah, if we could all be married, all three of us, that'd be amazing.
Ah, my God. No, but real talk, those guys are great. And I wish the best for them. Obviously, Shani stepping aside from Cloud9, making some room for real life. Why not? Nade, decent damage onto Angel, takes him low, 52 HP. But still have 5 alive on this pistol round, and Stefan's gone down to a worser situation at 44, so things still stabilize, still fairly even. It's going to be about this crossfire situation now that Drop's been contained, or rather detained, I guess, depending on how you look at it, by alternate attacks, and they're trying to cut off these rotations. They're trying to split for A. The problem is they're going down too soon, and all right, Sticko getting a little bit ambitious with that knife. Doesn't matter. Angel's going to show up. Keeve goes down. Molotov to cover off the entrance from the doorway, but it's not a smoke, and that allows damage further onto Stefan as he tries to cross. Good hold from Kazuya. Stefan's late to get to the site. He didn't want to go beyond the end of the van there. Once that second kill came in from Kazuya, he actually turned back so he didn't have to take the bomb into a potential peak position from balcony. So a little bit of teamwork in that, but nonetheless, the bomb now down. There's only one kid up. It's on the low HP Sticko, who, because of that kid, obviously has no armor as well, so he needs to be a little bit careful. Good shot into Stefan, takes him down to 3 HP. It allows them to trade, but it is a trade. That's the problem. It's still 1 versus 1, and Kazuya, what the hell was that?
I'm done. You just knew that was going to happen as well. As soon as he's in the air, I thought, that's hitting. That's done. Boom.
He goes to burst to do it, too, which is very smart.
That is just HellRaisers just done at this point. 15-1. That's game over. It's going to be a 16-1 map. We haven't seen one of those in a while. And here it is. HellRaisers obviously no real choice but to force buy into this one, but the German side definitely performing on home turf here today. As we enter round number 17. Obviously HellRaisers, I think, just playing for dignity right now. For them for the win. They just want to just kind of boost the score a little bit, but let's see what they can do with this. 5-7s in Desert Eagles and a CZ on 0. And you can see aTTaX just want to finish this here and now, send a complete message out to the rest of the tournament. We can finish one of the favorites.
When you lose to a jump shot like that, though, like imagine being on the receiving end of that, that's when you kind of just go, all right, this game's done. Like, we can't do anything
The fact is another 3. I think they've lost every single clutch. The rounds haven't been that...
You're right. At the very start of it, when the economy wasn't stabilized, there was a few rounds that allowed, obviously, alternate to build up their economy. But after that, it wasn't like they were all foregone.
Yeah, like
very close.
The amount of clutches, they actually had a man advantage for HellRaisers as well. Very frustrating game for them. This is one of the ones you just want to move on and forget about, because I really don't think their fundamentals are that bad. They got into favourable situations, just unable to finish those clutch situations. As we go into this one, though, first kill about to be exchanged, it feels like, and it's actually going to go in favour of HellRaisers. Can they make something work of this? They got the bomb as well. That's an absolute horror show for the German side here. Stefan does answer back. Kutcher, though, doing some serious work with the 5-7. Unfortunately, there are team kills all over the place. Yeah, now a 2-on-2. 2-on-1, in fact.
And it's on to Stefan. So this is actually looking like we could get an eco for HellRaisers right at the bitter end of this game. All it's really doing is, I'm afraid, prolonging the inevitable. Steffen, decent nade that puts Kutcher down to just 14 HP, but they know where he's coming from. He's not going to peek. He's going to play this as well. He knows he's dropped in, and as Kutcher goes to the left, the second player comes over to the right. That's Oscar, and he's able to catch him off guard. And it's going to make it, there it is, 15-2. They'll pick up 2 rifles off of that. Okay, I take that back. They actually only got the UMP. They couldn't make it far enough to grab anything beyond that. Nonetheless, it's still going to be much more than what they would have had otherwise, Henry, because what they would have had otherwise was map 2.
Well, here we go then. We'll see how this one goes down. HellRaisers do manage to hold on, at least for a little bit longer. Let's enter number 3.5. Here's a force buy from aTTaX. Here we go again. They still just want to finish this as quickly as possible. CT's 4 rifles, AK-47 included, and the UMP on towards Angel. Going to be a B attack coming in from the Germans. Angel, though, has got other ideas. He managed to work with the UMP. aTTaX answering back. They actually get 3 kills now. The bomb side is fully open. We actually have got Zero at the back towards KFC. He's actually going to be the thorn in the side right now. He goes down. Now another 1v1. Tizian versus Oscar for the game. Map point. 1 minute remaining as well.
Oscar going to try and close it right now, get this round back in his favor, but it's not going to happen. Tizian wins it with the pickup of the UMP, and that has to be the most frustrating game HellRaisers has played in a while. Now, these guys do have some experience. Obviously, Kutcher and Angel have played in majors in the past. They've played with Markelov in the past. They've played with lots of big names in the CIS region. They know how to deal with this kind of thing at LAN, but they're going to have to show their younger teammates how to let this go and get right back into it for the next map, Henry.
That's the whole thing. Like, you just have to just pick yourself up, dust yourself down, and move on to the next map, right? Because this was an absolute horror show. Obviously, this is aTTaX's pick. So we go into Overpass next. That's what HellRaisers went with. So you just have to just forget about this map ever happened and move on. I still think HellRaisers are in this. They haven't shown up to the first map at all. But the thing is, aTTaX, just in those clutch situations, were just playing out of their minds. Keeve especially, somehow winning every single round.
Yeah, he was sick.
And Kazuya as well. He was winning some amazing plays. The one that rings...
That smoke play, was, obviously you're thinking about the pistol jump shot, but that smoke play in
the
B
incendiary
was
play as well.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I thought that was Keeve for some reason, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so that was really cool. So this very clever clutch play. HellRaisers never really getting going on the map. Won 1 round on the first half. So not really much you can do with that, to be honest. It's one of those games. Just move on for them. Go to your map and try and close it out in that fashion. But our lunch has just arrived, Matthew. So
it actually arrived at the start of this game, so thank you to Alternate aTTaX for keeping it warm for us.
Exactly. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be coming back with Overpass very shortly. That's actually going to be HellRaisers' pick, so I'm sure this one's going to get better. First map, bit of a letdown, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly.